In this video, we will be discussing 10 grammar and format errors that you are not aware of. Yes, there can be these errors in your written text, essay and summarized spoken text. We will be discussing them in detail. Hi everyone, welcome to English Wise. So very first thing is, students are adding space before punctuation marks in written text, spoken text, essay and so many things wherever you are typing in your dictations too. So they are adding punctuation. Let's understand what is a punctuation mark. So a punctuation mark is question mark, full stop, colon, semicolon, comma. These are the punctuation marks. What you do is you write a statement and you leave space, then you put a full stop, which is considered as a grammar and spelling error in your PTE test. So the marks will be gone. This is also one of the reasons why extended writing is low. So you have to make sure that full stop or comma before that there is no space. So if we see the example, John has gone to park, full stop. He needs pen, paper and books for writing. So you see, after every comma or full stop, there is a space, which is completely incorrect. But if we see the correct thing, it is John has gone to park, full stop. He needs pen, paper and books for writing, full stop. There is no space. It is actually the right way to do it. No space should be there, please. Another thing. Similar to the previous one, it is like not adding space after comma and full stop. Yes, students are not adding the space. After the full stop or any other punctuation mark, this space is required. So we can come to know that there is another line starting. If we see the example, it says she loves to read, full stop and no space is there. However, she does not have much time. She loves to read, comma. What's the correct way should be there? There should be comma, then space. Whenever you are writing anything after a full stop, after a comma, after a colon or semicolon, make sure you always leave a space in there. Always. You see the next example too. Here in between bags and took, there is a comma and there is no space. So this is completely considered as incorrect. So you have to make sure that you are not doing this error. Another thing, writing first letter capital after comma. You have to make sure that you don't write the first letter capital after the comma. It shouldn't be. Comma says that something more is there. We are not starting a complete new line. It is related to the previous one. So the first letter has to be always small. Until unless it's a proper noun, that's exceptional case. But you have to make sure after comma there will be a small letter, not the capital one. See the examples. If you see the weather is nice today, comma, S has been capital, which is completely incorrect. But if you see this example where today so is small, S is small here, it is the exact and correct manner. Not writing initial of proper noun in uppercase is the fourth thing. You have to make sure that proper noun always capital. What are proper nouns is the particular name of a person, place or a thing is a proper noun. Whenever you write your name or any other name, place name, the first letter has to be capital always. See Paris, P is small in the first sentence, which is completely incorrect. It has to be capital. If we see Stanford, it has to be capital because they are the proper noun. No matter if they are in between, no matter after full stop, no matter after comma, you have to make sure that you write the first letter capital of a proper noun wheresoever it's given. Next, not pressing the enter twice after each paragraph. Big doubt of the students. This is the big doubt. Students usually ask me that we have to press one time and enter or twice the enter. So correct thing is twice. You might have written essays in your childhood, you might have written articles, but when you do is, what you were supposed to do is you write first paragraph, leave a line in between, then start the second paragraph because there is no relation. Intro is different, body para is different. We have completely different things in there. So make sure that you always leave a line, and for that line, we usually press twice the enter, and you have to make sure that you do that thing properly. Adding however in summarized written text is completely incorrect to use however. However is a conclusive statement. It is a statement which is completely opposite. It provides solution, negative thing, anything, a conclusive statement. It's never. Summarized written text is supposed to be written in one single sentence. If you are writing however, that means you are writing second sentence. So it's completely incorrect. Stop using that. Another, making more than one paragraph in spoken text. What students usually do is in their spoken text they write first line, full stop, enter, second line, full stop, enter, third. You can't write line by line. You can't make another paragraph. It has to be one single paragraph. Even in PT guidelines it says that summary should be in a concise manner. If you are writing more paragraphs, it's incorrect. Summary has to be in one paragraph. If it's like in 2 or 3 paragraphs, how it can be a summary? It is not. So single paragraph, make sure that the summary is clear and straightforward, will give you more points, like which is like according to the scoring system, it has to be one paragraph. Another, not writing the essay in a proper format. I have seen students, they write 3 paragraphs, they write the whole essay in one single paragraph. No, it has to be 4 things: intro, body para 1, body para 2 and conclusion. If you are following this, press twice the enter in between them and your essay is good to go. Follow these grammar and format tricks. Make sure you correct them, improve and get your good score in your writing. Thank you so much everyone. We'll see you in the next video. But don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys.